This tutorial will give you an overview of all menu options and icons in PDspect Inspector. First, let's take a look at the icons. The first icon is to start a new inspection. Clicking this will bring up a list of your templates to choose from. The second icon is for opening an existing inspection. Next, we have Save, which will save the current inspection you are working on. After that, we have Send to Cloud. This will send the inspection file you're currently working on and you have open to your cloud drive so you can open it with the PDspect app. You must have an internet connection to be able to upload a file to your cloud. Next is Send to Pocket PC. This will send the inspection file you currently have open to your Pocket PC. To do this, you must have your Pocket PC connected to your computer. You also must be using the classic data model, and you're not able to use a Pocket PC if you're using the PDspect cloud drive or the app. Next is Print Preview, which will let you see what the report you're currently working on will look like when you print it or turn it into a PDF. Then we have Print, which will give you the option to select what printer you want to use and then print the report. After that is Print a PDF. This will walk you through the process of turning your inspection report into a PDF that you can then store or email. After that, we have Final Comments. Next, we have Add a Component, which is then followed by Add an Individual Line. These are both used if you want to add more information into your inspection. After that is Completeness Check. Completeness Check is a great tool that will show you everything in your report that has not already been filled out. Then we have Edit Checks. Edit Checks will actually perform a series of logic checks on your report to help ensure that there are no mistakes with what you entered. Review Summary Data is next, and this lets you see all items that have been marked in the report to go to a summary. Now we have Backup Program Data. This will back up all of your templates, libraries, and settings into a zip file. This is a great way to get information from one computer to another if you're going to set up a new PC or for just simply keeping a backup of all your key files. Next is Program Settings, which gives you a lot of options for changing the way the program works. Then we have Print Settings, and this is where you go to change how your report looks. And then finally, we have About PDspect Inspector. This has some information about the product, including what version you're currently running, your license key, and our contact information in case you need to get a hold of us with questions. Now that we've gone through the icons, let's take a look at all the menu options. Many of the menu options that we'll be taking a look at are going to be the same as the icons we just saw. To get started, let's go up to File. The first three options under File are New, Open, and then Save. Next, we have Save As. This gives you the option to save the file you're currently working on under a new name. After that, we have a couple options related to the cloud drive. First is Open from my cloud drive. This will allow you to download and then open a file directly from your cloud drive. After that is Save to my cloud drive. This will save the file you currently have open directly to your cloud. Then we have Delete from my cloud drive. This is where you can go to remove inspection files from your cloud. The last option related to the cloud drive is Manage Cloud Drive. You can go here to upload, download, or delete files from your cloud drive. Next we have Print, Print Preview, and then Print Setup. Print Setup is where you can go to select what printer you want to use, as well as change some other options related to your printer selection. Send to Pocket PC, and then export to HTML are next. Create a PDF. There's the same option we saw in the icon where you can create a PDF that you can then email or store. And then you have Import Library Update. At the bottom, you'll see a list of your 4 most recently used inspection files. And then at the end, we have Exit, which of course will close the program. After File, we have Edit. The first option under Edit is Final Comments, And this is a spot where you can type in any notes you want to show up at the end of the report in a section labeled Final Comments. After that, we have Private Notes. Private Notes is an area where you can make notes and make a part of the inspection, but they won't show up anywhere on the report. Now we have Cost Estimate Disclaimer. Cost estimates are actually a legacy feature, and it was only available with previous versions of PDspect. Next is Default Disclaimers. This menu option is not one that's typically used with property inspections, so we'll just skip over it. Now we have Ratings, and this is where you can go and edit the ratings that are used in your report. And finally, we have Default Note Colors. This is where you can edit the colors of the notes based on what rating is selected for the report we have open. Now let's look at Review. Under Review, we have Completeness Check, Edit Check, and then Spell Check. Spell Check will run a spell check on your report. Then lastly, we have Summary Items, which we saw before, and this is just going to simply list all items that have been marked to go to a summary. Moving on to Tools, we have Add Picture, Add Component, Add Category, and then Add Line. And these are all spots where you can add additional information into your report. After that, we have Rename Category, which will allow you to rename one of the categories that's listed over on the left. Delete Category lets you delete a category, and then Delete Line, of course, lets you delete a line out. Next, we have Import Inspection. An import inspection is a great way if you're doing a team inspection and you have two different files. It allows you to combine categories from different files into one. Then we have Save as Template. And if you made changes to the template that you have open, you want to save them for future inspection, you can do this by creating a new template here. Now we have Send to Spreadsheet. This allows you to send data to a CSV file, and this is followed by Transmit Data. And this is only used with special templates and not typically used with property inspections. We have Export to XML, and then we have Reinspect. Under Setup, we have Program Settings, Print Settings, and Library Management. Library Management is a helpful way of moving your library from one computer to another. Then we have Backup Program Data, followed by Restore System Backup. You would use this option if you wanted to back up your files to like a flash drive, a CD, or an external hard drive, and restoring the system backups lets you restore the file that you create and then move all your files from one computer to another. Then we have Synchronize Handheld, Synchronize with Desktop, Install Pocket PC software, and then Update Pocket PC software. These are all options related to using a Pocket PC. Next is View, and under View, you can make either the toolbar or the status bar not show up. And then finally, we have Help. First, we have About Inspector, followed by Getting Started. Getting Started is a good place to go for basic information when you're first getting started with the program. Then we have Tutorials, which will bring up a list of the various tutorials you can view to learn more about the program. Then we have Reset PDspect License. And finally, Report Issue to Tech Support. Report Issue to Tech Support will walk you through the process of sending us a question as well as attaching files for us to troubleshoot it further if that were to become necessary. This concludes the PDspect Menu Options tutorial.